Yeah.
Yeah, that's how comics think.
A comedy. Yeah, he was like, yo, save that.
No, I like you're breaking all the rules.
Not all of them, though.
But some really stringent rules that have been in place that comics live and die by. But I'm glad that you're doing it because you're showing that there's a way. Because comedy, the jokes, like a good joke is like a gold bar to a comic, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes we think there's a limited amount of these gold bars. Like gold is not something that's, you can just walk. It's not like air, you can't just breathe it. You know, so it's like, these are like, oh, you gotta hold on to these and use them at special moments. You know, but you're looking at it like, I can't, if I'm a gold bar producer, I need to go produce gold bars.
Yeah.
And I don't see why there's a reason why I can't
find something else.
Yeah, find something else. And I think it's a mentality thing. Like,
welcome to the Dale Elliott podcast. I am your host, Dale Elliott. And I am here with my friend. This is my special friend. This is Mr. Ian Edwards.
Wow.
All right. Ian, people, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know, because I'm been a release whole heap of content. So, Ian Edwards is a special guest. Met Ian Edwards through King Bash.
Yeah.
And find out that Ian is a stand-up comedian.
Right.
Yo, and one of the funniest stand-up comedians me meet out here. And if I never hear that little toops of Jamaican, I wouldn't know, say, you are a Jamaican. How you do it so well?
I mean, but they are a long time still, you know?
Okay.
So, since me was like 17 years old,
Mm-hmm.
plus me, you know, born in England too.
Okay.
So, you have like accents just changing.
Yeah.
But the Jamaican accent in high school get you in enough fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, as I was just moving along in America, and then doing stand up, you know, you want people to understand you. So we just developed the American accent more. But whenever me around Jamaican people, family,
that is when you're more taught Jamaican.
Yeah, it just come out. You can't even stop it.
Exactly.
You know?
Because for me, you know, I'm fairly new in a stand-up, and I was always like, yo, I need to find a way to get people to understand me. So when I find a Jamaican that is doing stand-up in a Hollywood and travel on a tour, I may say, oh, let me sit down and see how him do it. And I realize you just talk slower. You know? It's like you slow it down.
Yeah.
My problem to me, you see, if the person is not Jamaican, I find it so easy to not speak Jamaican. But the moment I know that the person is Jamaican, it's like my accent just
come out.
Yeah. Accent just jump out.
That's hilarious.
You mentioned, what you say?
No, go ahead.
You mentioned England. I realize you're a football fan, you know.
Yeah, so today I was leaving the house. I run errands before I come here.
Yeah.
Someone's like, because I know you're an Arsenal fan. Somebody's just going to wear me. I didn't know we were going to talk about football. But I was just going to wear my Man United shirt just to antagonize you.
Yeah, but I just ask you, why you wear that, though? Yeah, I am a full Arsenal supporter, you know. We've been going through it, you know. If you ask the average Arsenal supporter why them support Arsenal, and the average person have the Terry Henry. Terry Henry was a little bit before my time of me actually watching football every day. I start watch Arsenal in like 2008 to 2009 when them have like Van Persie and Arshavin and Ramsey, that young crop of players.
So them wasn't even like winning the league then.
No, I've never supported a winning Arsenal.
Damn.
No, I'm supporting a almost winning Arsenal.
But Wenger used to come second too.
Wenger just come fourth. Wenger comes second one time.
Yeah. I know Wenger when Wenger used to come first. I know Wenger when Wenger never play a season and never lose the match.
Yeah, that is 2004 invincible season.
Yeah.
That was when me watch football. But the beauty is, I was watching football during the whole of Man U era. The whole Man U winning era. And I can just say to you right now, it is a joy. It's a joy. I look forward to Sundays and Saturdays now because now it's a joy. No Fergie time. You know, no Vidic, no. The mighty have fallen. My God.
Well, listen, even though it's a tough time, and it is a tough time, no joke, it's a tough time, we still win stuff. So this is the bad time, and we win FA Cup, we win Europa League, we win FA Cup last year, we win
Carling Cup,
the Caribou Cup, and
winning more than us.
More than you.
Yeah.
And you all come second.
I know we have finished second
again with
almost.
And your excuse to not come second is
to not win
is gone, and you make Liverpool come with a brand new coach.
That hurt.
And
you know, it's funny.
Win the league.
I just feel like Liverpool is going to do a very Liverpool thing.
And what's that?
And just go up and losing like a Gerrard slip or this is just me being denial. this is denial. This is me. Can't believe where happened to it right now. Because after so much years, Arteta has to probably be the most stubborn manager I've ever seen. Because why would you not sign a striker this year?
Doesn't make no sense. Like, first of all, you know, I look at Arsenal. I look at all the teams in the league, you know?
Yeah.
And I look at Arsenal last season and the season before. It's like, they're so good. What do they need? What can they bring
over the
add
top
to take them over the top? And I was like, it's probably only a 9. And, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to see what the problem is with a good team.
Yeah.
But even I came to that conclusion. And you mean this is his job?
As he gets paid millions.
Him getting paid, and he couldn't figure out. This not even my team. This is me look on the outside.
This is you watching when you feel like.
Yes. And then watching and being like, yeah, them need a 9. That you can't rest your entire career in the hands of Havertz.
Of Havertz. And not even Havertz is just not a 9.
Right.
I think Havertz is a good rotational player. We just have him, we can just, him will always do well.
Right.
Enough. But I have no player on the team that can get me over the hump. Saka got injured this year and the league will lose the league.
Yeah.
We lose one player.
Yeah. And I would even feel like, you know, I kind of feel, I do want to put this out there. I do kind of feel that Liverpool, even though everybody said them win already.
Yeah.
That something might happen just the way you kind of feel it.
Yeah. But deep down, I feel like something's
going to happen, you know? Like, but what can Arsenal do about that something without
Yes, we just have to not lose. How many games are left?
Like 9.
9. And they're leading by 12 points, right? Yeah. So they need to lose. They need to lose at least 3 of those games.
And y'all need to win.
And we need to win while they're losing.
Right.
That is the problem. We need to win while they're losing. I cannot see for the life of me. Arteta, don't buy no man. Arteta signed 70 million left back. Arteta signed every kind of left back. Arteta signed a right-footed left back, a left-footed left back, a middle-footed left back. We see him put left back in a midfield. Now him have a left back a play forward. The man does use.
Arteta will sign anything except a 9. Like,
listen to me.
A 9 must have did something to Arteta. Like back in the day, where he said, I don't need no 9 near my team. Yeah. No real 9, no pure 9.
No. Man have Merino a play striker now. Oh, God. Sterling just there, not playing. Right. Why them not playing him, I don't know.
Because I love Sterling, you know, yard man.
Exactly.
Proud of everything that he did from Liverpool to Man City. But the thing that was Sterling is gone, man. It's just I see a little bit, you know, like I think he played our last match for you before international break,
and he played well.
He played well, but so I'm like, can he continue doing that? You know?
Yeah.
I like him. You know.
I think his reps though. I feel like any person, like you just stand up.
Right.
You have to continue to do. If you take 5 months off doing stand up and you do the first show, you think your first show is going to be good, or your 7th show going to be good.
Right.
One going to be after your season in. I don't think Sterling get enough reps for us to adequately criticize him.
Right.
Like Sterling don't start 3 straight match and play 70 minutes. Sterling haven't played a minute. I've never seen it.
Right.
I'm gonna watch every game.
I would like to see him do well. You know, it's tough to see somebody that was so good and so clutch, like
clutch.
Not display
I think
that.
You're pushing it with clutch.
No, there's some matches with. You know why I say him clutch? When he was playing for Man City, right? They used to have Sane.
Yeah.
And Sane was so good.
Terrible wingers. 2 of them problem.
Right, but if Sterling ain't doing his job, Sane is going to replace him.
Yeah.
And this guy fought Sane off.
Still him have to sell himself. Still him have to leave.
You know how good you got to be to make Sane be, I'm out. I can't break.
Yeah, because clearly me not going to break in at the starting lineup. To me, I feel like when it's clutch to me, clutch is like can get your goal right there.
Him used to do that too.
Yeah, but after Sterling Jamaica.
Not the Sterling you have now.
No.
Yeah, but you know that's Sterling.
No, man. In terms of even with City, Sterling was always a great winger, but him finishing sometime can way off. But he might give you some goal. But I'm from a perspective of if Sterling gets 8 goals, 8 chances, he's converting 3. Right. And the 3 that him converting might be the hardest 3 to convert.
Him now take the easy 5.
Him just now take the easy 5.
Hilarious.
But may I hope, to me, until we buy somebody, until we buy a striker, we are going to repeat this. And my worry is that all these big clubs that is going through the slump right now will rise. Because this is the Premier League.
United?
Man United,
all right.
Man City.
Oh, yeah, Man City.
Chelsea. You see, I fear Chelsea now. I don't like them because Chelsea don't believe in building anything. If it's not working, we're scrapping it, we're moving on. You are not a good coach, we're firing you, we're moving on.
You know why you shouldn't fear Chelsea? Because the fans of Chelsea, I speak to a lot of Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
And they're mad, they're angry. Like the coach, it's not even the coach, it's the organization. They keep buying players, but they don't buy good. They feel like they need a 9 too. Yeah. And Chelsea's buying everything except a 9.
And they will spend 90 million.
Yeah, and on spare parts they don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need a gardener. Why we buy a $90 million gardener
and just put him
green?
Yeah, put him on put him on the bench.
Yes. So they need a goalkeeper. They're not buying a goalkeeper. So fans mad. So Chelsea will be top 4-ish, but they shouldn't be able to surpass you guys.
Yeah, I don't think Manu should either.
What do you mean they shouldn't?
I don't think Manu should. The crop up players that and this is just me being honest. I'm
afraid where your honesty is
I hate Manchester United to the core.
Why?
But let me tell you this.
But I know why.
There's times you see back in like 2010, 2011, when I see Ferdinand and Vidic walk out beside each other with Van der Sar in the goal and Evra and Gary Neville and on the bench sometimes there is Carrick. But I don't fear Manchester United anymore. Like there was always that one player on Man U that you see when it's 91 minutes, you're worried.
Right.
Like Manchester United don't strike me as like I don't know what went wrong, but there are like nothing is going right.
Nothing is going.
Yeah.
We have like the worst case of Obia right now. Somebody Obia away, because even like Ahmad.
Yeah. We're out for the season.
Doing great. Doing great. We discovered this player who's willing to step up and do some things that the adults won't do. And great. We don't have to buy.
He did it for like a month.
And gone for the season.
Out for the season.
Mason Mount. 5 minutes he played all season. Injured. Luke Shaw, injured.
Let's not mention Luke Shaw. I think listen to me. I think
you're right.
Luke Shaw, we don't count him. Yeah.
That's how bad it is. You don't even count him.
Yeah, Luke Shaw is an injury. I think that's his job. I think he gets paid to be injured. I really think Manchester United say, I'm going to pay you to only work for 3 months out of the year.
I wish it was 3 months. We don't
3 matches.
3 matches. More like that. Yeah,
3 matches out again. And he's been doing this for like a solid 6-7 years now.
Yeah, it's been a...
Man, you need to get rid... Luke Shaw is a dead weight.
I mean, good player, but it's just a Obia runner luck. Like, and it's just not even like Maguire. And it's bad if I have to be like counting Maguire as a loss. But that's how bad it is. Martinez,
he's a loss. But you know what's so funny? The mighty have really fallen because Martinez is not that good to me now. Like when I watch him, I'm like, it's like basketball. He's too small.
Can play, man.
Him can play, but he's too small. Martinez not winning no header. Him going to get a red card and hurt himself. That is what him going to do.
You ever heard of Cannavaro?
Yeah.
Smaller than Martinez.
Yeah, but Cannavaro was way more stocky though.
Won the Ballon d'Or. Defender for Italy. The home of defenders.
Yes, but you know what? If Martinez was not playing for Manchester United, you wouldn't even let your mouth slip and compare Martinez to Cannavaro.
Well, Martinez won some Copa Americas and won the World Cup.
Listen to me. Copa America is like Sunday League.
Don't say it, man.
I swear. Copa America is like a little Sunday League.
No, man. Copa America is legit.
It is not, but when you watch Copa America, do you see good football in Copa America?
Yeah, but
it just look wild. Copa America just look wild to me.
We got Messi in there.
Yeah, but all I see, I have never sat and watched a good Argentina versus Brazil match.
Never?
No, it's like who get the most foul. It's always like just fouls.
But it's a derby when they play.
Yeah, but
all the skill go out the window. It's like it gets physical.
Nobody, everybody just forgets. Say, yo, all right, we're here to kick each other. That is what the game is all about.
Yeah, everybody forget that the shirt yellow and the shirt blue and white, and that we have skill.
And we're just kicking each other. Nobody don't have no more skill. It's just straight fighting and madness. That is how I feel about Copa America.
It look like a combat sport to you.
Like the man just out there play like rugby. Them always, you never see the jersey them finish clean. Just fight. But nowadays when I watch Manu, it really reminds me of like, I'm not stop. Because I love it. A good times I have right now. Nowadays when I watch Manu, it brings me back to the times when Arsenal, we had like a terrible team, but like that one good player that is seen to be way more better than he actually is. Because Bruno Mars, not even Bruno Mars. Bruno realizes that he's the best player on the team, and he's like, listen to me. You guys, what are you guys going to do anyways? I'm not going to run back. I'm not going to tackle.
He does run back. He does tackle. What are you talking about?
He just doesn't win.
Listen. Every you can think back to Liverpool, right? And
every good team
era.
have a run.
But sometimes, you know what happened though? When you're a classy team, so I'm going to put Arsenal in the league of classy teams.
Yeah.
And I'm put Liverpool in the league of classy teams. And I'm going to put maybe Chelsea. And I'm definitely putting Man United in there.
It's really that for.
When you have a classy team, right? Even when you're having a bad run, you'll win something. Whether it's just an FA Cup or something. And you'll have that one player, like Arsenal, when they, like, let me just go with Liverpool.
The 9-year drought.
Yeah. The Arsenal drought. Like, you always had, like, at least a player or two that's those guys are quality.
Ramsey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ramsey, when Ramsey was
Ramsey,
there. Fabregas, right?
Wilshere.
Yeah. And then Liverpool, even though they win the Champions League,
but then they were winning nothing.
You know, until the Klopp come. But before that, at least you see Gerrard, the quality. Like, that one player, which you're describing for Man United, our one player right now is Bruno.
Bruno.
You know,
sorry, me say if Bruno ever buck him tour, Man U season done.
I know, exactly. That's the only person Obi and I work on right now.
Yeah, but it's funny though. You mentioned a number 9, and as an Arsenal fan, we not try. Man U has tried about 5 number 9s now, you know, in our last 5 years. Cause who I asked honest question: who went to watch Zerski play football and said, that's the guy?
Well, listen, I'm going to defend Zerski right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the last few Zerski games, but I'm excited for next season. This guy, listen, I never didn't believe in him.
Yeah.
But now, even when he played Arsenal, Salad Saliba, go this way, that way, this way, through him. Him stumbling. Saliba, one of the best new young defenders probably in the world.
Yes.
Crawling on the floor, trying to catch him, grab him leg, can't catch it. But he's not just doing that to Saliba. Like that one play that he did, he's doing it to everybody. Everybody's getting some Xerxes now.
But he's a number 9 though.
Yeah, listen.
If you don't score, it's like all of that though redundant.
He's not a 9. We're gonna use him as a 10. Because we use a 2-10 system now because we play 3 at the back.
Yeah.
So now he's getting comfortable. When he first came, he was slow and he didn't acknowledge the physicality of the league, and he was playing within himself a little bit. Now he's getting more physical. He's getting used to it. The speed is coming back, and then he's also like, oh yeah, man, I have some skill.
Like he just remember.
He remind me of like when we come to America.
Yeah.
I was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It was quiet.
Could I see that?
Yeah, it was just, just chilling. Just like trying to learn, trying to figure out, And then I was working at the Burger King. I was in the back at the broiler, putting the meat on it. And there's a guy over there, his name is Greg Ellis, Game Ellis, funny, American guy. We went to the same high school and we work at the same Burger King. This dude just put on a show on the fries. We laughing. He got the burger side laughing. He got the people taking the orders, they're taking the chicken sandwiches from him and the burgers from laughing. Like, I just have a backseat to this guy, like just entertaining us, just cracking on people, talking shit, just a fun ass guy. And I was like, then it hit me, it's like, America's so new that like I just got caught in the headlights.
Yeah.
And he reminded me, oh, you was funny in Jamaica, be funny here. Like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
And then the same way Xerxes like, oh, I had skill.
I forgot I could have played.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh, and it's like when I see Xerxes, it remind me of me. But this guy, next level, bro.
What about Anthony?
We're having fun in Spain.
Yeah, Anthony remember that he can play football now. Anthony is like, wait, hold up. I could have always did this. What's going on?
Anthony is one of the most frustrating individuals that's not in my life on a personal level. You know what I'm saying?
He frustrates you every week?
Every week. Because now I'm watching highlights of the things that I wanted him to do for Man United.
Yeah, well,
and him doing it for, I think, not Sociedad.
Yeah, but I think it's systems. I think it's, I believe systems play a big part.
It's not even a system. It's like Anthony, right, would always cut in. And if somebody overlap him, I don't know why you're doing that. Because
he's not.
You're never gonna be acknowledged. You're never gonna.
You're never getting that ball.
You're never getting that ball.
He's kicking that ball for a throw.
Exactly. He's kicking it for a
goal kick or a throw.
For the other team.
But you're never getting that ball.
Never. It's like I don't know why.
Because he did
it.
You know why? Because he did it when Arsenal played the first game and score.
Yes.
And from that day, I never seen him pass it again.
But now he's playing on loan in Spain, and you do know what an overlap is. You can pass to the guy. You can see a through pass through the middle. You do have some patience. Wait, you're not this panicking chicken. Like I'm telling you, we're cursed. Like Marcus Rashford off the England team.
Playing amazing.
Go to Villa, back on the England team. We're cursed.
Playing amazing too.
Yeah.
There was only one mishap I say Manu make, and I had so much joy. And the thing is, it's because you guys had no choice. Mason Greenwood is a baller.
That's also...
Is the purest striker of the football since Van Persie played for Manchester. That is how much I rate him.
Right.
But because of him incident and what him do, that's why Manu salt.
In Jamaica, you ever read when in high school they give us China Chebe?
Yeah.
What was the meaning? Like anything that can go wrong will go
wrong. It's like
that's
the book
Man United
the
right
book
now. China Chebe. And like including the Mason Greenwood situation, including the players that even do good, the Pogba situation.
Pogba people, them try
the
witchcraft.
injuries, like China Chebe right now.
But hey, I don't mind, you know. So, but outside of like football and them thing there, what you think is like so since you do stand up, what would you consider to be like, what was like your most challenging obstacle you have to overcome for do it? Because you say he's a quiet person. So is it that the stage give you a different vibe or?
The stage, like, you grow as a person. Part of the reason why I was quiet too, I don't think I was quiet in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I had friends, we laugh, we joke. I never felt out of place.
Yeah.
It's when you come here, and it's the first time I've ever been around black people that weren't the same type of black people that I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to adjust to that because I'd been in, leaving a place when you're 17, you're pretty much set,
Yeah, you kind of understand.
Yeah. And then so I think I just was very careful when I first came,
Where was the first place you go?
New York, Long Island.
Oh, New York. Every Jamaican in the world.
New York or Florida. You was in
New
Florida?
New York or Florida. I actually moved to California, but I used to just spend the holidays.
Oh, so you moved straight from Jamaica to California?
Yeah. So how I do it? Yes, sir. I moved here. So I get a green card. I used to come and stay with my father in Florida for like 2 months, go back to Jamaica. And then when I decided get the green card and move straight to California.
Oh.
So but kind of like my roots is Florida, but is when I say live, get my name on a license, apartment, here.
How long you been here?
6 years now.
Probably 8. I thought you just moved here, like within the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah,
I've been here a while.
Even when we watch your video, like this nigga there, Florida.
People always think that.
That's hilarious. I never know that.
Yeah, I moved here 2019.
Damn.
Yeah, right before the November, right before the pandemic.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but move here 2019. Do social media, and meet.
And you start doing social media when you get here.
No, so me used to do it at Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
So me used to do Vine.
Oh, yeah.
Me used to do whole heap of Vine and videos, and then me did get this movie, Sprinter. Me did shoot a movie named Sprinter. Actually, still on Netflix now.
Was that movie produced by a basketball player?
Yeah. Richard Jefferson.
Yes. So I went to a screening of that movie.
Yeah.
So this is how random, like,
Life is,
right? So I'm with Citibank, right?
Yeah.
So one day the guys that handle the thing, he said, hey, we have these promotion for certain customers, and we have a screening for our movie at the Grove, and you go there.
I was there.
Oh shit! And then we would get some free cronuts at the time.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, it's random that they're screening a Jamaican movie.
Super random.
And then I'm a customer, and they said, come. And I go to the Grove, and I saw that movie. And now that you're saying it, I'm like, I remember seeing you in that movie. It's funny sometimes. What happened to that guy in that movie?
Exactly. What happened to that guy? It's like,
it was you. And I'm
exactly.
talking to you, right?
It come like me change. So fortunately, Richard Jefferson gave me the opportunity to stay with him when we just moved here. So
how you meet him? Like, how that happened?
The movie. He was the one who financed the movie.
Right.
So I did meet him, and he was like, yo, if you're going to live in America and you want to move here, you can stay by me. He never even give me a timeline. He was like, yo, you can come and stay by me until you get your foot behind there. I'm going to go stay with Mr. Richard for like 2 months, and then me move out. So basically, Richard is like my only family out here.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I remember seeing him in the lobby, and he like on the red carpet thing for the thing. But I didn't see you there too. I didn't know if any of the cast was there or nothing like that. I just remember watching the movie, and then I'd been to Jamaica in a while, so I said, "Oh, so we have we be scamming out there, all right?"
Hey, scam out there, holy.
Yeah, scam out there. All right, cool learning that. The track and field makes sense. That's a Jamaican thing.
Exactly. That was 2019.
Damn.
Yeah. Did that movie there at the Grove? That was come over here.
But how you get the movie?
So I did get it. Just an audition.
In Jamaica?
Yeah,
or?
Jamaica.
Oh shit.
Yeah, somebody did I do a photo shoot for somebody. That's some of the time it's amazing to do things where you don't want to. Right. So I did have a friend that a photographer, and he was entering a competition. And he kept on asking me, he's like, yo, I need you to do this photo shoot for me. I need to do this. I'm like, yo, every day, I tell him my excuse as to why I don't want to do it.
That's crazy, bro.
Exactly. No, because my LA, Hollywood people stay. I give them style in Jamaica. I say, yo, look like I'm busy right now. And it's like one day him pull up on campus around like 8 o'clock in the night. And he's like, yo, me need it. No. Me say, yo, but the track is closed. Can't do it. He's like, no, just.
And it's a track and field photo shoot.
Yeah. Oh. And him leave like 8 o'clock. So reach down at the field, the track closed. So I'm like, yes, track closed. Don't have to do it now.
Why are you trying to get out of it so bad?
Because I just never believe in him. I just never believe in him. So he's like, yo, all right then. Just take it right here. Hey, monsieur. Before you move, just like, share, comment, subscribe. Raise up your views then, man. So the place have the gravel up on me and say, yo, why am I doing this? Man have me have a no shirt, shorts, I run high knees in barefoot.
This is your fault too, because if
you'd never
cancel that many times, you'd have been on a real field at daytime instead of in the middle of the night. This was how much me I hide him out. He's trying to get me to do this for like 3 months. In the 3 months, I decided to lock my hair. I start grow locks. So by like hiding him out, we do the shoot and him send me a photo. I never liked the photo. I was like, yo, this is garbage. What is? And he's like, some little poorly edited, like little flame underneath. Foolishness. Right.
But I was like, yo, I have a picture. Let me post it.
Right.
So post it on my Instagram. And the the director was in Norway watching my skits.
Right. Damn.
And just happened to scroll up and see the photo of me running. And I used to do track and field. Right. So I have like a farm.
Right.
So he's like, wait, this guy is funny. And now I'm seeing a picture of him running.
Right. He's already acting.
Yeah. So he's like, yo, let me find an interview. So he reached out to me. I'm going to go do the interview. Like I never really auditioned.
Oh.
Like I still haven't done a
you didn't read
proper
no lines
audition
or nothing.
Yo, the man give me a book. Him say, yo, read this. Come back tomorrow, read this. When I go home, I never read it, none at all. I never read it, none. I memorized like the first 3 lines of the script.
The script.
While sitting and waiting on him to read the line. Go home. Next day, he's like, oh, so we're gonna use you. So I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Because so I never really auditioned.
Oh shit.
So after that is when I did start, So my intro into like acting and the scene was weird because even though I still don't know how to audition for nothing.
That's hilarious, man.
This is what I know how to do. Comedy. I know how to be the social media.
I feel like this is all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody wants you for a movie, they should just give you the role.
Don't. Just give me the role, man. Can't bother.
I'm terrible at auditioning, but if you give me the role, you'll get a different human being.
I will be that guy.
Yeah, I'll be that guy.
Yeah,
because I know I'm him because you said I'm him, and I'm telling you I'm him.
Exactly, but the way how, like, you understand the dynamics of Hollywood more because, like, for instance, you never really see me because I am not really out there like that. So, like, for instance, like, I am well known in like the East Coast but in LA, it's like it feel too politicking-ish. It's like you have to be like, it's like, oh, I am cool. I have to go here. You meet somebody like, yo, you got to have an agent and you got to have a this and that.
But I feel like you have the ultimate clout right now is your numbers and just your business sense and what you're doing. So you don't even need to play any type of a game. You know what I'm saying? You just do what you want. Like, we have these conversations. They say, how do you do this? How do you do this?
Yeah.
How do I get an agent? And what I tell you.
Yeah, you tell me, yo, this man is the first man tell me, say, yo, hey, wait, slow down, youth. You're literally doing way more than what you don't need one.
You don't need one. Yeah, I'm not even lying. It sounds like I lie or I don't like want to help you, but I'm trying to get to where you at.
But you see how different like the different dynamics because me going into stand-up not knowing nothing that actually helped me like by not knowing because I realized that when I know some stuff it starts to feel way more technical now.
Yes, it starts like I always like look at the beginning of Def Jam records and Russell Simmons and them. And how, like, if you look at the history of hip hop, these guys tried to sell a form of music that didn't exist. So when they passed the tapes to the DJ, they're like, "What is this? We don't play this.
This is my.
There's no singing. It's this man talking, pan." And it was the craziest thing. But him so ignorant in his belief that this is the next thing.
Yeah.
He's like, forget all the rules and keeps pushing this thing until hip hop is what it is now. And I feel like sometimes you just knowing things just hold you back. It's only what you believe that matters.
Yo, it's funny. I never hear that before now. Knowing things can hold you back.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Because if you don't know something there's a rule if you don't know about a rule that can hold you back, it can't hold you back because you just gone past it.
True.
Because
I never know about the rule.
You never know about the rule. If you hear about the rule afterwards, then yeah.
Because honestly, I never know that I had to like find. I did just told the tour manager, Mr. Fern, we want contact, email a venue and make a book it. I never, how much is it? All right, then, remember chance it for my credit card. How will I get them people here? That was just crazy. Just one of the best, worst things me ever do. Because I still regret it. Last year, Netflix is a joke.
Right.
I say, yo, look for inspiration.
Right.
I think attending it, watching all of the comedians on every level,
right.
I think it might have been the best, worst thing me ever do.
Tell me. I feel like I know what y'all said, but just tell me. Explain.
The industry of comedy is way different because I feel like no, I am no apartheid. So when me I watch Netflix is a joke, is one, jokes.
Right.
So going to multiple different shows, I get to see how each comedians do their sets.
Right.
And I'm like, okay then. So there are the current events comedians, and then there are the comedians that tell like life events, and then you meet. Sometimes then say you just shoot. When I like a comedian, I realize no, it might not be the best thing to meet them. So just understanding the dynamics of and the thing is, I never even know. So like, I could have been like, yo, I'm a comedian. See if you can let me in. I hate that, you know.
Right.
I just now want to just try go.
I'm pay.
I just pay and go in because like that whole I watched the Kevin Hart one, and to me still the best. Out of all the Netflix is a joke ones me go to, for me the Kevin Hart one was the best one.
Oh yeah. Was it just him or other people too?
No, so he headlined in Hollywood Bowl.
Right.
And I think one of the reasons why I like Kevin Hart so much was because where the place him jokes come from. And so I watched the Kevin Hart, I watched Bill Burr, that was good. I watched Andrew Schultz, that was good.
Yeah, I saw the Andrew Schultz one too.
Yeah,
I saw the Matt Rife one.
I was at the Matt Rife one. I was at the. I think I got so much of them. I swear to God, I went to like at least 10 to 12 comedy shows. And
you pay for all of them.
I'm a pay for every one of them.
You're paying like you're an audience, like you're a regular audience member.
But I am, because you know why? Because after doing stand-up and like realizing one is an art and me have to respect it.
Right.
So me not gonna just be like, yo, me gonna go up there and just blah. Which is why I say like the best worst. Because after I went and fully like engulfed myself in comedy, that was when I was like, all right now, Dale. So maybe when you did not do this wrong, you said it made me start either me I try like me I try like me I said, yo, with them money something different. But it's funny because I saw certain things that I was doing naturally. Listen, I never knew what a callback was, you know.
Listen, let me just tell you the truth.
Yeah. Like
when I met you, like we shooting a sketch at Batch House.
Yeah.
And you told me the funniest thing I've ever heard. You told me to stand up. And I know you did a show in a theater. How big was the first show in the theater?
The first show me do?
Yeah.
1,000 people.
1,000 people.
In Toronto.
And I said, how many times you do stand up before? And you said what?
One time.
One time. Your first time doing stand up?
Yeah.
You book out a theater. You never even did an open mic. You never even tested the material.
But Ian. Ian, I'm being honest with you. Ian, I still haven't done that. I've never done it before.
But yo,
I'm afraid.
That shit is unheard of and crazy. Like the confidence, the quiet confidence. And it's not even a cockiness because I know you. You know? So I would just like, let me just book this. I'm gonna try comedy for the first time, but let me book this theater for 1,000 people.
I got booked. The first time I did it, I got booked.
What, they call you?
So what happened? The guy, a big promoter in Toronto, and he was like, "Yo, are you interested in, you know?" And I was like, "All right."
He never seen you to stand up.
No. Throw me in the fire. Oh Lord.
But you know how crazy that is for you to do that, because Jamaican audiences are so
rough,
like critical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to deliver, and if you deliver, they're gonna give it up to you.
Yeah.
But so
if you miss, my Lord.
Yeah, that's an hour of missing. They're not going. You ain't gonna last. You're gonna disintegrate in front of them.
You're going to disappear.
You disappear. Even if you're doing good for 15 minutes and you run out of steam,
you're done.
So for your first set to go a hit all the way through,
I feel like
you need to tell me, like, how did you do this?
When I tell you, when the first thing I know, most of the people know me. So when I walk out, I say, all right then, getting some claps here. I'm getting some I start count them. Each laugh, I start count. And normally, for me get more comfortable, what I do is I carry like my green towel. My green towel where is lock. There is lock in my green towel. Carry it out, I walk out with it, rest it, and I tell the DJ if I play some Olix. My grandmother always made me listen to Olix. Somebody that listen to Bum Bum Bum, this a tune, yeah, bum. In my mind, all I am trying to do is settle my nerves. Everybody, I dance. You know, me nerves are killing me, but me just if Jah is standing, them don't know say me a fumble over the first word we are gonna come out of my mouth now. And then in the middle of doing that, me just do a backflip.
Oh shit.
And then after me do the backflip, everybody make nice, so me start feel like comfortable. I'm walk, and me just take the mic. And I say, all right, I'm tired now, start the music. And then everybody laugh. So it's like, even how I was prepared, I did just have a note. I have notes in my phone. And I can say, all right. I just write like, Canada cool. Talk about Canada cool. All right. And then I say, all right, let me think about, come study. In my mind, I say, all right, there's a lot of ladies here.
Right.
I have a Canadian girlfriend. So all I have to do now is say, Canada have the best women. I love Canadian women. My girlfriend is Canadian. Woo! So it's like, you know. So I did just initially say, yo, I am going to just focus on the relatability, and they'll start tell stories about like me family.
And you do have some funny stories. You told me this funny ass story. I think when we were shooting the thing with Batch, in between the shoot, something about your dad and a man with 1 foot or something like that. Tui.
That was that was one of the jokes them in a Problem Child special.
And I was like, this is just naturally funny. This like that happened to you. It's like God just gave you funny shit that happened to you, and you know how to say it.
Yes.
But still, what you did was impossible. It's preposterous. But you were nervous. It didn't seem like you never come across, but it's just crazy to even control the nerves and go all the way.
You know what has been my hardest show to this date was LA.
That LA show, how was that?
And no comedian was surprised. Like everybody was like, oh, that's LA.
Oh, word?
Yeah, so it was good in terms of like laughs and stuff, but maybe it's because I live here. I felt like the LA show I did on autopilot. Every other show, me did do something special. Me did do something different.
Right.
For LA, I feel like I did just. It was the last show for the year, and me did I think about like Are my friends going to come? Like, it's just things like that. I wasn't really thinking about the set itself.
Right.
And then the whole vibe of people here. And I see that, like, me watch all comedians everywhere else.
Right.
If you're a comedian and you have people laughing in LA, people are dying everywhere else. Because LA have a aristocratic, like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, the LA people get to see a lot of stuff for free that people would pay for. So
we get used to
it. Yeah, kind of entitled, you know.
Well, you know, I've never looked on it like that before. But I swear, it's just it was a different thing. Even with, like, the venue did that pressure me for some reason, because them not understand how Jamaican people buy ticket. It was like 2 weeks left. After 2 weeks, I did only sell like 70 tickets.
Right.
But the venue hold 500.
Right.
Me not fret.
Right.
Because me have a track record of, what about Jamaican people here?
Right.
the morning of and the day before.
That's hilarious.
Them never did I go for that. They were like, yo, you have to go here. No. Because, you know, you don't want to drop the price them at, like, so me have all of them things that we never have to go through before. By my mind.
These panicky people bugging you.
Me I say, but the show got good though.
Right.
I'm glad the show got good, but boy, after the show, I was like, this is what everybody was talking about. This is the LA. To me, what me love though, I feel like you have, like, me see you tell a joke, I couldn't stop laughing. Yo, me go watch you. I want comedy club in a Hollywood, in a Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard.
Probably either comic strip or the Laugh Factory.
No man, that one here I don't even know. I don't even think you know me. The dead.
Oh, the Kookaburra.
Yeah, Kookaburra.
Yeah.
People, I kid you not. Kookaburra look like a practice, and is about 3 or 4 people in the room, and you walk out and you say, "Oh, this place look jammed empty." Yo, me sit down at the back. Me never hear jammed empty before, so I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, man.
So even when me watch you like Laugh Factory and them, I feel like you have. I live in America so much, so long.
Yeah.
You have like a level of comfort in front of like white people or just other races.
Other races, yeah. Because we do. When we start out now white club, and then started having some black clubs. So then we start doing the black clubs, and then there was this back and forth where I made sure I was doing both.
Yeah.
And then, but now, to be honest, I mostly do white clubs and hope some black people show up.
Hope.
Yeah.
But what is funny, like, I've probably only performed in front of white people like 5 times, and I love it.
But I think they will. Like, I can understand you, but I think you can be. I'm like, if they understand Bob Marley.
Oh no, they can understand me.
So then you
it was
win.
in my mind.
Oh yes, everything's mental.
It was in my mind.
Yeah. But
until I did go on the stage, cause me knowing that I am performing in front of white people,
right?
Let's not just say white people, but other races outside of Jamaica, is I keep my accent. You know that Jamaican people, we think we are speak American, you know.
I remember the day I decided I'm gonna speak American. It was after 17 years of being Jamaican, and I'm talking American all day, thinking they can hear my American accent, and it took me 10 years to realize I must have sounded dumb that day.
Yeah, you sound even when me meet you for the first time, me I said that man is a Jamaican. Because there's something about the Jamaican accent. So even when I go in front of them for the first time I perform in front of some white people was the first time I walk on the stage and nobody clap. Because it's the first time me I go in front of people and nobody know me. And that was a dick. That's why sometimes mental, it's like me work backwards and forwards at the same time.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm so used to like doing my shows, when me walk on, there's like excitement. Now me walk on and everybody is like, that was a big shocker for me.
Right.
And then me was like, all right, if me I gotta go in front of white people, first thing me I gotta do is tell white people jokes. Let me see, what do I have in my, I have a white friend named Jeff. Let me start with Jeff. And they give you so much more to work with. I did love it. Me I said, yo, me think this did, me think this did I go harder.
Yeah, we make life hard, especially comics.
Yeah, if we think about it.
We overthink things and we make things, well, they said this, they said that. This it's going to take this. That's why I'm glad you didn't come through. I love the way I came up in comedy.
Yeah.
It was the only way to do it at the time. There was no internet. But I love the way you just, the man just called you and said, want to book you for stand-up. And then you had to have the balls to do it, man. And you did it. And you have a plan. No matter how nervous you are, there's a certain amount of belief in yourself.
Yeah.
To execute it and be like, oh, I can.
And even if it don't work.
Exactly.
I swear to you.
Even if it don't work.
Even if it don't work. It's always what I don't know. Right. So like before, when I just start, I was like, I am going to make my special. And every comedian was like, you're just going to make it special. What do you mean? Me I say, I literally just filmed the last show that I did. And I am like, I'm going to call it a special. Right. And post it on YouTube. And my special end up the first one I do, have over 600,000 views.
Damn.
And I'm like, all right then. This is cool. Because the thing is, I'm used to social media numbers. But then I realized like, 600,000 views with a special that's a lot.
That's a lot because they watch the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a.
You know what I mean? It's not like they watch like how long are most of your videos? Like
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And the second go around, I'm like, telling my friend, I was like, yo, I could probably post and shoot this and post that one here as well. And he must say, yo, but you just post one in December.
Yeah,
why
did annoy me too.
Yeah, like why I post one in January?
Yeah, that was annoying for me too.
Is me not knowing exactly.
Exactly. It's like this guy breaking the rules. I was done with him breaking it the first few times. Now am I breaking it again?
So why do you have too special?
Too special, more material. Same year.
I think is when you're fresh. I believe like yo, if me start late, me probably behind, and I look on comedy like, if me's a stand-up comedian, how do people know that I'm funny?
Right.
People know that I'm funny by being funny.
Right.
So if I am a comedian, say for instance, I'm promoting myself as a stand-up comedian right now, and nobody knows who I am. Only the people that come to the shows. How do I convince somebody to come to a show?
Right. Unless
they can sit and watch me for free first. We're talking about that. People don't want to just spend money, so
Right.
Yeah, it's either the clips. Like I remember one time I posted a clip and my friend messaged me. He's like, "Yo, but that good. Save that."
Is this another comic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how comics think.
A comedy. Yeah, he was like, "Yo, save that."
No, I like you're breaking all the rules.
Not all of them though.
But some really stringent rules that have been in place that comics live and die by. But I'm glad that you're doing it because you're showing that there's a way. Because comedy, the jokes, like a good joke is like a gold bar to a comic,
Yeah.
And sometimes we think there's a limited amount of these gold bars. Like gold is not something that's, you can just walk. It's not like air. You can't just breathe it. So it's like, these are like, you got to hold on to these and use them at special moments, But you're looking at it like, I can't. If if I'm a gold bar producer, I need to go produce gold bars.
Yeah.
And I don't see why there's a reason why I can't make
find
more,
something else.
Yeah, find something else. And I think it's a mentality thing. Like, and I love it. I'm learning from it. You know, like I'm making newer jokes now too, and dealing with topical stuff. And you know, I used to say, let me look up my white friend Jeff. I'm like, look what just happened in the news. Let me drop that bit out.
Yeah.
And then just keep it pushing.
Let's keep it current. That is what I do. I feel like I just watch and see, like, okay, what is happening? What happened in my life that can be relatable to everybody around me, and explain my truth in a way that is funny. And I just feel like most of the time it does work to me.
Right.
So it can be the people that you like, you know, the comedians where you like watch. I say, okay, me like this now. Like, I wouldn't say stand-up comedy hard.
Right.
I wouldn't say hard. I think stand-up comedy take a lot of balls though. Like,
well, you got that.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand what it is like to walk out in front of people.
Right. But I did cut you off earlier just to bring this full circle. When you say you was watching the festival and you realize, oh, there's some things that I am doing that I didn't know that I was supposed to do, but I'm watching these comics, they're doing callbacks. And you do have like these things that you do or are able to do that people took time to learn.
Yeah.
So you belong, obviously, in the game. Even, I'm sorry, I was going to say even Batch. Like, sometimes I'll listen to, Batch will send me some of his new material.
Yeah.
And he's organically doing things that would take, like, a lot of time for people to learn. So that's you know, that's why I fuck with y'all. Like, I like what y'all doing. I like what you're at. And it even helps me who's been doing it, you know.
Because like when I watch you, my youth, is just the way how, because you mentioned you break it down to me like a science, like the way you write, and it's like this lines up perfectly with this, and like you can go up there if you know that you have 5 minutes or 7 minutes. You can go up there and you can execute that 7 minutes. You're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and it's solid. And like, to me, somebody walk up to me right now and say, yo, Dale, go to 7 minutes. Because of the way I was doing comedy, it was so, my brain, it took me so long to register, like, oh, so I'm now going to have to go up there and give like my 3 best jokes. I've never had to do that before. Right. Because normally the first 10 minutes out of all of my sets, I am just, you know, because I'm like, oh, I have an hour, so let me do what I need for the but breaking it down to that science, I think it actually helped me to make it easier. Because now I know, like, I can break it down into segments. Right. Like, this must be good. No, I never know about like, oh, this must be the closer. I never do that, you know.
How did you close that first set?
My closing is motivational speak. Oh, yo, everybody can make it tonight. Anybody try work out. I saw me finish my stand-up them for a while.
Hilarious.
Because me never know, but when me hear people be like, oh, yo, I think that it can be a closer. Me I say closer, what you mean? But
see the first 3 joke you do?
Yeah.
Them could be your closer.
Yeah. Say, yo, just make sure say that are your closer.
Save one of them.
Carry that one there wrong there, so.
Yeah.
But what I think help a lot of people from social media that do the transition in. So like, even though I'm fairly young in stand-up, I've been making content, and I've been put in a position where I have to be making stuff funny in one specific, like, think about it. I used to have to make things funny in 6 seconds. Right. And then them give me a minute. Right. And then, you know, then we can go to YouTube. So just having to juggle between 0 seconds to 6 seconds to 1 minute. And we were making, and still are, we are make thousands of them 6 seconds and one. So we have to think about like where people are going to react to and how quick we can make somebody laugh. Because when you post a video, you know, if the first 3-4 seconds not interested enough, see that? You see how simple it is?
I'm the only one that gives videos a chance. Like I'm
not
30,
give video a chance.
I'm 30 seconds in going, all right, this might get better. But everybody else is like,
no, nah, give video a chance. Man. So it's like we're brain wired so much for the skits.
Right.
Because outside I just giving the joke. We know if I think about, oh, me have to put on that shirt here, this props, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And the world always come full circle because me used to watch Bash when me a little pitney. Me used to watch Bash. Bash was one of the person when me take inspiration from when me there at Jamaica. And to come to America and come work with him and see him at the stand up. I say, you know, so me I can do stand up too.
That's pretty hilarious, man.
If they want to stand up, me can do it. Why not? I'm gonna try it out. But in the world we live in right now, I feel like is a very, very important and good profession to be in right now.
Right.
Because now in the world, America is like a soap opera right now. There's always something, you know.
Yeah, there's always something.
There's always something. There's always new people. There's always a new experience.
Right.
And because comedy is just, I think comedy is that. I feel like comedy is where we just look. Right now, me just have like, me have a crackhead. Me have like all of me like, but just put them in my pocket. All I like my crackhead joke them. All I joke them when I grew up up in like childhood time, Jamaica. All I when me experience in America, when me just reach as a fresh person.
Right.
Because like look on it, I used to just think say as an immigrant, all me I think about was as a Jamaican immigrant.
Right.
Not knowing that the Jamaican immigrant go through the same thing as a Mexican immigrant.
Right.
The Mexican immigrant go through the same thing as a Nigerian immigrant.
Right.
And so when I did I put myself in that 3 million people box,
right,
it's a massive pool of people to choose from.
Right. There's a lot of commonalities and the same experiences that people go through that can relate to the comedy.
Yeah. What is like you ever have a buck-ups joke yet?
Buck-up joke?
Yeah, like a buck-ups joke. Like you never plan for it, come out that way there, and you're there on the stage and something happened or somebody did something.
Right.
And it turned out to be like the highlight of the night.
Right, yeah. A lot of times, a lot of different times. I'm trying to think because I post one the other day. Because I have a joke where I ask the audience a question. Because I know what I want the answer to be and it will come up eventually.
Yeah.
But there's a little fun with the audience leading up to it. So the question is always like, what are some lies women tell? Yeah. Sometimes nobody wants to answer.
Yeah.
So I said, the silence is a lie.
It's yours.
And then it could be, it's yours. Like, there's so many different answers. Some women lie about weight, them lie about them age. One time, this guy said she lied that it was yours. I don't know if you saw the clip. And I was like, how does a woman lie that it's yours? It's for some reason that night I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
And then he explained it. I said, shit, yeah, you know what? Women can lie that is yours. I said, how long did she lie for? He said 18 months, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody over there was like, that's 2 Christmases. And I was like, what type of measurement stick are you using? Like,
how you measure 2 Christmases?
2 Christmas. So then I start measure everything that night by how many Christmases. I was like, how this guy about 4 Christmases tall. This person about this, and then
for the rest of the night, it's about Christmas.
This is about Christmas. So it's like, and then go back to this guy, and it's just like there's a bunch of things just happen sometimes that just, and if you're quick and you relax and
I think
you
it
can
make
play
it
on
it make your work easier.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I did have a situation like that with a guy was talking about like, so this one guy was sit down, he was like responding to every single comedian for the night.
I hate that.
And everybody was roasting him.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, boy, the fifth comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go up, it was so easy for me because the other comedians, it's like everybody was roasting him.
Right.
So when I go up, all I did was this. Me just look for him.
Right.
And the moment I look for him, it's like everybody start laughing. I say, yo, there's some small things.
Yeah.
Some small things that can happen where like make it easier.
Yeah.
Like one of the me have a joke when me say something like me look to Jesus. But me do the phrase. So me say, yo, like me look up, me say me look for my mother, and then me look to Jesus. And it's about 3 times me say the same thing. But after the second time, me stop say it. Me just look, and then me look. And every time I do that, me see the people them like I say, oh, me look to Jesus. I say, oh, okay, I kind of like a control all the way I go on in the room.
String puller.
I love
the strings.
But going to comedy shows and understanding more about comedy, it made me excited and nervous at the same time because before, me never know nothing. Like what I say, now when you know, I said, Jano, you may have to start with this for real. You have to do this. I mean, I don't want to overthink it, so I just stop.
Yeah, don't overthink it, man. do exactly what you was doing, man. Some people, the rules don't apply. They lie when they say everybody's equal and everything's even and everybody has to do everything the same.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Do it the way it works for you.
I swear to you.
Because you're funny. I've seen your stand up. I've seen your clips. I wouldn't even be here. I don't even know how to hang out with people who I don't think is funny, bro. Like I don't even know how. I don't even know how to sit in the presence of somebody I don't think is funny.
You look like the person where you just can't like catch up. You can't get somebody a break. You look like you're not gonna make that man catch a break. Like if my world fall apart right now, I'm gonna do some foolishness. You look like the brother where I gonna be like, can't help you. No, this is no.
That's just I just have Jamaican face.
Yeah. You have the Jamaican face.
Just have Jamaican face, man. But yeah.
Yeah, you have the straight Jamaican face.
Jamaican face, yeah.
But yeah, man, respect for forwarding on my youth. You know, I'm glad me learned a whole heap of things today. You're always invited.
All right, for sure. Want to come back when football time plus just shoot a special, but we don't know when it'll come out yet. So.
Oh yeah, man. Exactly. Just tell the people them where them can find you and everything.
Come to Instagram at Ian Edwards Comic. Same thing on YouTube and on Twitter. You know.
Come to Instagram. People, you see how him sit down and him quiet and him humble and wait till you see this man Instagram and this man jokes. I mean, I also learned that with comedian. Not every comedian, you see like how me have to move up and nope. Them man can't stand up one place with the mic and them man.
Laziness.
I make you ball. All right, yo, thanks for following. People, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow Ian Edwards on Instagram and YouTube. Check him out. All right, out.